Welcome back to Soul Strippers and Sexuality Sunday. We're talking about loners today because sometimes it's not about having relationships, it's about the fact that we don't have them. I love this saying by Oscar Wilde. I think it's very healthy to spend time alone. You need to know how to be alone and not be defined by another person. And right now we are at a stage in our development with technology where most people are never alone and we're never isolated and it's never quiet. We've always got entertainment. We've always got things going on to bury ourselves in. And it's pretty important to meditate or spend some kind of time in just quiet solitude so that you do not get lost and sidetracked in all of these things around you. For introverts, being alone is bliss. But if you're codependent and a busybody, this can be a nightmare for you to be alone. What we're trying to do is look for balance and use the universe as a key because the universe is always placing us in situations where we need to do healing work and where we can expand ourselves. So if you find yourself not in a relationship or alone, feeling alone in a relationship just because you're in a physical relationship with somebody doesn't mean that you actually feel like a couple. So if you feel alone, let's just say it that way, use the time for introspection. Become in tune with your own healing. Look for your trauma, whatever judgments and blockages that may be keeping you in repeat patterns. It's a great time to get to know who you are without being up and down on other people's wavelengths or what they think of you or who you are being defined as what other people think you should be. So the ego wants you to become what is considered popular. And so you don't really know who you are. You're just building yourself off of what other people think you should be and makes them happy. If you're a highly sensitive person or an empath that's emotionally exhausted by draining relationships and you find yourself alone or blocking yourself from relationships with other people, seek your own healing. Use the time to do the soul work that you need to do. So that way, when you do come back into relationships, you have a healthy relationship with yourself. And that's really the key. The key to really unlocking healthy relationships is within us. So we're always attracting back to us exactly what we need and what is a reflection of who we are. So if we can't define or understand who toxic people are, or we can't set boundaries, or we find ourselves used by people, and then when it's something our turn or we need something, they're not there for us. These are just ways for the universe to create suffering for you so that you will start seeing your own issues where you are not setting boundaries, where you have a toxic relationship with yourself and you need to come into yourself and set boundaries. Decide that you're worth it. Don't be a commodity to other people to feel loved. If you feel like you need to buy stuff for other people or do stuff for other people in order to be loved, this is a codependent issue. And until you heal the issue, then you can't attract healthy people that will love and support you because you don't love and support yourself, who you are at your core, without anyone else. So alone time can be a great part of soul expansion. And when you're operating as a healthy, evolved soul, you maximize both things. You maximize your alone time and your time with others. Our time with other people can give us really big keys to what's going on within ourselves. Because every way we get emotionally triggered by other people is actually reflecting a part of ourselves that we can't see, accept, or acknowledge. We have an imbalance or some kind of trauma. So both are invaluable tools to our soul mission here on earth, both being in solitude and being with others. And the fact is that until we come into complete balance as a whole evolved person, we probably would rather do one or the other. Whereas some people just don't even know what to do with alone time. They have no idea, unless something is stimulating them, what to do with themselves. And it's definitely a part of our society right now, is that being alone and being in solitude and quietness is a rare commodity. So if you're a loner and you wish you could have healthy, loving relationships, start doing the soul work. You can find me at www.soulstrippers.com. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great Sunday.